Qianlong, known by the title The Perfect Old Man, was the embodiment of absolute power and is praised as one of the most outstanding emperors in Chinese history. However, within the grandeur of the Forbidden City, mysterious rumors and eerie tales about this enlightened ruler continue to linger. So, behind the radiant aura of Emperor Qianlong, what secrets remained hidden throughout his 89-year life? The mysteries of this Chinese emperor will be unveiled in today's video. Qianlong, the secrets behind the great monarch of the Qing Dynasty. With all he had accomplished, Qianlong is often remembered as an omnipotent symbol, embodying all the qualities of a wise ruler. Strategic brilliance, sharp intellect, and an unwavering passion for the arts. History favors him with the title of a great patron of Chinese culture. Under Qianlong's reign, the Qing Empire reached its zenith, stretching from the tropical jungles of the south to the icy northern steppes. Thus, he was praised as the ideal model of a son of heaven. However, behind the dazzling glow of his power, strange stories about Qianlong lingered. Whispers in the palace spoke of perplexing political decisions, intricate relationships, and the emperor's mysterious excursions disguised as a commoner. Despite living a life of unparalleled luxury, it was said that Qianlong's soul was always drawn to the secrets buried deep within history, where light could scarcely reach. But what is the truth? Was Qianlong truly the exceptional ruler we celebrate today? As we all know, the Qing Dynasty, ruled by the Manchu lineage, was once one of the most powerful empires in Chinese history. This achievement was largely due to the brilliance of emperors like Qianlong. However, beneath the turbulent undercurrents of power and political intrigue, his image remains shrouded in an enigmatic mist, difficult to fully comprehend. Among the mysteries that have captivated generations, one of the most intriguing is the speculation surrounding the true origins of this sovereign. The first theory suggests that Emperor Qianlong was not of pure Manchu descent, but instead carried the blood of the Han Peipalthe, very ethnicity that the Qing dynasty sought to conquer and assimilate. In the 50th year of Kangxi's reign, in 1711, a Han orphan from Jiangnan was allegedly smuggled into the palace and secretly swapped with a newborn Manchu prince. That child was then raised as a member of the imperial family and would later ascend to the throne as Emperor Qianlong. The faint traces of this theory seem to be reflected in the emperor's unusual affinity for Jiangnan. According to many historical records, Qianlong made multiple journeys to this region not merely for inspections, but also to indulge in its cultural beauty and scenic landscapes. It is said that during these visits, he often ventured into small villages, searching for something unknown to all. Was he trying to uncover his true origins? Or were these visits merely coincidental? Adding to the intrigue, Qianlong's ruling style differed slightly from his Manchu predecessors. Not only did he preserve Han cultural values, but he actively promoted them. Many of his poetry and calligraphy works displayed an exceptional mastery of the Chinese language, surpassing expectations for a Manchu ruler. Could this be a sign of his Han ancestry, or was it simply the strategic wisdom of an emperor seeking to strengthen his rule by winning the favor of the Han majority in his vast empire? The mystery deepens when we examine how Qianlong reacted to such suspicions. It seems he took deliberate steps to obscure any traces that could reveal the truth. Some historical records regarding his early life were either erased or altered, and questions about his biological mother were left unanswered, buried in silence. For a man who called himself the perfect old man, wasn't this rather unusual? Jioro Hongli, later known as Emperor Qianlong, was not only suspected of lacking pure Manchu ancestry, but also became the center of numerous speculations and exaggerations. According to folklore, before Hongli was officially declared the son of Emperor Yongzheng and Empress Xiao Shengxian, he was in fact the biological child of a high-ranking eunuch and a lowly palace maid. It is said that Hongli's real mother, a beautiful woman taken into the palace as a servant, caught the eye of a powerful eunuch. Though he held the title of a eunuch, rumors suggest that he had never undergone castration. Some say he had bribed officials with a fortune to keep his secret hidden, allowing him to remain a eunuch while retaining his ability to father children. The eunuch's illegitimate son theory is further reinforced by anomalies in historical records. Many palace documents indicate that Empress Xiao Shengxian's pregnancy and Hongli's birth were shrouded in eerie silence. In fact, there were no recorded royal ceremonies typically conducted to celebrate the birth of a prince. Was this merely a coincidence or a deliberate attempt to conceal a dark truth? Moreover, Qianlong displayed an unusually strict attitude toward the eunuchs of the imperial court, imposing harsher rules than any emperor before him. Could this have been his way of distancing himself from the shadows of his past? But perhaps the most unsettling aspect of all was his relentless effort to erase or alter records related to his early years and act that seemed designed to wipe away all traces, leading to the truth. Beyond the doubts surrounding his true status within the royal family, Emperor Qianlong was also rumored to be the biological son of Emperor Kangxi, rather than his grandson as recorded in official history. This theory, though controversial, is reinforced by a series of strange clues, mysterious connections, and almost mythical elements within historical accounts. According to official records, Emperor Kangxi was Qianlong's grandfather, yet the affection he showed toward Qianlong far exceeded the typical bond between a grandparent and a grandchild. From an early age, Kangxi displayed an unusual fondness for the young Hongli. It is said that during royal excursions, Kangxi would often keep his grandson by his sidea, rare privilege not granted to other imperial descendants. He even publicly praised Hongli before the entire court, calling him an extraordinary talent, blessed with exceptional abilities. What was even more peculiar was that Kangxi's affection for Hongli surpassed the love he showed toward his own sons. While his other princes had to struggle to earn his attention, Hongli was personally tutored and protected by the emperor from political power struggles. This led many historians to question, did Kangxi favor Hongli so much because the boy was actually his own son? Yongzheng, the emperor officially recognized as Qianlong's father, ascended the throne under highly controversial circumstances. Legends claim that his succession was not entirely legitimate, and rumors suggest that he manipulated Kangxi's final will to seize the throne. Kangxi, known as a shrewd and strategic ruler, may have foreseen the instability that would arise if he openly acknowledged Hongli as his son. To avoid unnecessary complications and protect the child, he might have chosen to pass the throne to Yinzhen, Emperor Yongzhenka, loyal Sonpaving, the way for Hongli to succeed him in the future. Indeed, after Yongzheng took power, he devoted extensive resources and authority to grooming Hongli as the next emperor. The favoritism Yongzheng showed toward Qianlong throughout his reign only fueled speculation that he was merely a foster father, carrying out Kangxi's hidden intentions. Another intriguing aspect of this theory involves a mysterious lover in Kangxi's life. Though no official records mention it, folklore suggests that Kangxi once fell in love with a woman outside the imperial family, an affair that could never be made public. This woman was said to have secretly given birth to Hongli, and in order to protect both mother and child, Kangxi could not openly acknowledge him as his own. If this were true, entrusting Hongli to Yinzhen as his official son would have been a way to keep the truth hidden. Under this theory, the deep affection Kangxi had for Qianlong was not merely a grandfather's love, but that of a father for his own son. When Qianlong was born in 1711, Emperor Kangxi was already 57 years old. Although not a young age, Kangxi was known for his remarkable health and vitality, making it entirely possible for him to father a child at that time. Meanwhile, Yin Zhen, later Emperor Yongzheng, was only 33 years old at the time of Qianlong's birth. This has led many to believe that the age gap between Kangxi and Hongli makes more sense in explaining the profound bond between them. While no definitive historical evidence has been found to confirm this theory, the unusual details and the special relationship between Kangxi and Qianlong continue to be a subject of debate. Could Qianlong have truly been Kangxi's biological son, with Yongzheng's ascension merely a strategic move to protect this secret? Or are these just legends woven over time? The answer may forever remain hidden in the shadows of history, but it is precisely these mysteries that add to the enduring allure of the Qing Dynasty. The Qianlong era, spanning from 1735 to 1796, was one of the most glorious periods of the Qing Dynasty. With his strategic acumen and far-sighted vision, Emperor Qianlong not only strengthened the imperial power, but also expanded the empire's borders, bringing the nation to the peak of its prosperity. However, beneath this brilliance lay a strange and enigmatic decision: his abdication, while still holding absolute power. This unexpected choice has sparked endless speculation among later generations about the hidden secrets behind it. In 1796, Emperor Qianlong unexpectedly announced his abdication, passing the throne to his son, Emperor Jiaqing. He claimed that this decision was made out of respect for his grandfather, Emperor Kangxi, and to uphold the principle of not ruling for more than 60 years. However, this reasoning seems unconvincing, especially when considering the history of power-hungry emperors in China. Why would a ruler at the peak of his power, holding the fate of the dynasty in his hands, willingly relinquish the throne with such calm acceptance? A mysterious prophecy and an ancient curse? Rumors suggest that Qianlong's abdication was not driven by personal will or filial piety, but rather by ominous prophecies and an ancient curse haunting the royal family. According to legends, Qianlong had once received a terrifying prophecy warning that if he reigned beyond 60 years, the Qing dynasty would suffer a catastrophic fate, plunging into chaos, and the Manchu lineage would face inevitable destruction. These prophecies were not mere superstitions, they seemed to be reinforced by strange occurrences during his reign, such as mysterious phenomena within the Forbidden City and the sudden deaths of individuals in the imperial court. Some unofficial records even claim that Qianlong secretly met with Taoist masters and mystics, who warned him about a supernatural force lurking in the shadows. His abdication, therefore, was not just an act of avoiding disaster, but a ritual to appease the heavens and protect his dynasty. Yet in reality, Qianlong continued to control the empire from behind the scenes, as if he had never truly relinquished power, perhaps only hiding from a dreadful curse. Qianlong's decision, though officially recorded as a selfless and honorable act, remains a source of endless speculation. Was he simply a benevolent ruler ensuring the stability of his empire? Or was it a calculated move to escape an unseen terror lurking in the darkness? The answer may forever be buried in the shadows, alongside the legendary figure of Emperor Qianlong. The decision of Emperor Qianlong to abdicate at the peak of his power, already shrouded in mystery, led to a series of other questions surrounding the strange relationship between him and Hessian, a man whom he loved and favored beyond any ordinary measure. Hessian's rapid rise and astonishing advancement in the imperial court, along with the special favor Qianlong showed him, seemed to be intertwined with a mysterious, spiritual connection that official history cannot explain. It is said that from the first moment Qianlong laid eyes on Hessian, he felt an unusual sensation, as if he were facing a familiar figure from a past life. Rumors suggest that Qianlong once met a mysterious Taoist who revealed that in a past life, he and Hessian had an inseparable bond. Because of this, Hessian's appearance in this life was to fulfill unfinished business and to assist Qianlong during the final years of his reign. During his dynasty, Hessian was not only a high-ranking official, but also seemingly a spiritual companion to Qianlong. Whenever major events occurred, Hessian was always by the emperor's side, offering strange yet effective advice. Qianlong seemed to believe that Hessian was the one who brought balance between the supernatural forces and the royal fate. The omens, the dreams that Qianlong experienced, often involved Hessian, as though the two were bound by an invisible thread that spanned across time and space. Qianlong's favor towards Hessian went beyond reason, causing many within the court to be suspicious. Why would one man be granted such wealth and power, on par with the emperor himself? Some believe that Qianlong treated Hessian this way not only as a way to repay a debt from a past life, but also as a means to appease mysterious forces that threatened his dynasty. However, this relationship was not without its darker sides. After Qianlong's death, Hessian was executed by Emperor Qing, as though all the favors shown to him were erased with the end of Qianlong's reign. Was this the price to pay for a mysterious spiritual connection, or was it simply the collapse of hidden political ambitions under the guise of fate? Either way, the special affection that Qianlong had for Hessian remains an enigma wrapped in the shadows of history. The special and mysterious relationship between Emperor Qianlong and Hessian laid the foundation for a series of strange speculations about the emperor's spiritual life. After his sudden abdication and the exceptional favor he bestowed upon Hessian, many believed that Qianlong was not only seeking political protection, but also assistance from supernatural forces, particularly in his interest in a mysterious magic, the elixir of immortality. Legend has it that when he was still young, Qianlong met a wise Taoist priest who imparted to him a secret for eternal life. Their relationship was not just that of teacher and student, but carried a deep mystical nature, as if Qianlong had entrusted his fate to forces beyond human understanding. What is strange is that, throughout his reign, Qianlong's health seemed to remain robust, even though he aged with time. One of the most notable stories is that Qianlong personally searched for a mysterious stone, believed to have the power to prolong life. This stone, said to have fallen from a star in the sky, was believed to heal illnesses and enhance the strength of its user. Many believe that Qianlong kept the stone hidden in the palace, and only trusted individuals like Hessian knew of its existence. The connection between this mysterious stone and the immortality magic remains one of the unanswered questions, and perhaps will forever remain shrouded in the darkness of history. Closely linked to the mysterious speculations about the immortality magic that Emperor Qianlong is believed to have used, there is another enigmatic story that captivated the superstitious minds in the court: the painting Qianlong, a mystical artwork that the emperor cherished and preserved, like a priceless treasure. Legend has it that this painting was not just an ordinary piece of art, but carried a tremendous spiritual power, said to have the ability to change the fate of its owner, even helping to maintain longevity and protect power. For Qianlong, the Qianlong was more than just a painting. It was a symbol of eternal power and everlasting dominance. Many believed that this very painting helped him maintain his unusual longevity, not only because of its beauty, but because it contained an ancient soul, a spirit creature capable of protecting its master from all dangers. Some even whispered that each night Qianlong would sit and gaze at the painting, and in those moments it seemed as if he could communicate with the spirits of past emperors, receiving their protection and vague advice. A story circulated in the court that on one foggy night, Qianlong dreamt that the dragon in the painting came to life, with eyes as bright as jade, curling around him as if offering a special blessing. Every time he touched the painting, he would feel a powerful surge of energy coursing through him, filling him with vitality and strength. It could have been nothing more than an illusion, or perhaps a sign of a mysterious spiritual force that neither he nor those around him could explain. The mystique surrounding the Qianlong painting led those who came close to it to sense something inexplicable. They said the painting was not merely a work of art, but contained an extraordinary magic. Thus, after Qianlong passed away, the painting mysteriously disappeared. No one knew where it went, as if it had fulfilled its mission and was no longer needed. If the dragon painting was a sacred image that helped Emperor Qianlong maintain power and longevity, there are also rumors that the painting itself carried a dark power, a curse, a symbol of the vengeful spirits of those who had suffered under the tyrannical hand of the emperor. Some recount that on quiet, still nights, in the magnificent palace of Qianlong, strange, chilling sounds would sometimes echo through the halls like the howling of wind, but they seemed more like whispers of spirits. The palace servants, though hesitant to speak, all felt the presence of an invisible, terrifying force surrounding the painting. More specifically, it was an angry soul seeking revenge. Legend has it that once Qianlong dreamed of the spirit of a woman, her eyes filled with hatred. In that dream, the spirit spoke, revealing that the painting was a vessel for the souls of those whom Qianlong had oppressed and harmed throughout his life. The spirit cursed the emperor, warning him that if he did not return what he had taken, he would face the wrath of the vengeful spirits and no one in the court would be able to save him. With the mysterious end of his reign, the story of Emperor Qianlong continues to captivate people's attention, not only because of the spiritual legends surrounding him, but also due to his sudden and enigmatic death. The rumors about souls seeking vengeance, from the dragon painting to the strange rituals that Qianlong participated in, seem to be pieces of a larger puzzle leading up to his death, a death that still lacks a clear and definitive explanation to this day. When Emperor Qianlong passed away in years 1799, he had lived for over 80 years, an age rarely reached by monarchs throughout history. Some historical records suggest that in his final days, Qianlong's health had noticeably deteriorated, even though he had previously maintained a dignified presence and relatively good health. The question arises, was Qianlong's death a natural result of old age, or was there another hidden cause behind it, potentially related to supernatural forces or even secrets within the imperial court? One prominent theory regarding the cause of Qianlong's death points to internal power struggles and political scheming. Despite abdicating the throne and passing it to his son, Qianlong retained significant power and frequently intervened in political matters. This likely displeased many of the royal family and court officials, who felt threatened by his continued presence. Historians speculate that some may have plotted to eliminate Qianlong in order to seize full control. They might have contributed to his death through methods such as poisoning or exerting mental pressure that led to his physical decline. Another theory involves spiritual elements, suggesting that Qianlong paid the price for the decisions and actions throughout his life. The vengeful spirits of those oppressed under his rule or victims of the brutal actions of his reign were believed to have returned to exact retribution. The connection between Qianlong's death and these spiritual forces, particularly the curse of vengeful souls, led many to believe that his death was not a mere natural conclusion, but rather the result of invisible forces beyond his control. Regardless of the true cause of Qianlong's death, the mysteries and legends surrounding it persist, creating a haunting presence not only in history but also in the minds of those who followed. Qianlong's death, marking the end of a turbulent reign, remains a part of the enigmatic stories that Chinese history has yet to fully explain. After the mysterious death of Qianlong, another mystery overshadowed his legacy: the tomb and the strange events surrounding the theft of the emperor's body. While his passing left behind unexplainable questions, the place where he was laid to rest was no less mysterious. Qianlong's tomb, located in the area of the royal tombs of the Qing emperors, is known for its vast scale and exquisite design, but his eternal rest was never as peaceful as one might think. Not long after Qianlong's death, rumors about the desecration of his grave began to spread. Some people reported hearing strange sounds, like footsteps echoing from beneath the earth, or the soft tapping on the tombstone, which left many in the area alarmed and fearful. In the years that followed, a shocking event occurred. The body of Qianlong mysteriously disappeared. The big question arose: who dared to violate the sacred resting place of the royal family to steal the body of this emperor? One theory suggests that the tomb robbers were not only after valuable treasures but were also focused on items related to Qianlong, believing they had supernatural powers. They believed that the emperor's body contained invisible powers, serving as a key to achieving immortality and absolute power. Not long after the mysterious theft of Qianlong's body, strange supernatural phenomena began to appear around his tomb, causing widespread speculation and deep fear among the people. Some believed that the soul of this powerful emperor could not rest in peace, and that the violation of his grave had awakened uncontrollable forces, turning Qianlong's spirit into an invisible yet mysterious entity. Mysterious stories about strange occurrences related to Qianlong continued to circulate among the folk. Many believed that right after his body was stolen, sudden rainstorms poured down across the tomb area, yet they seemed to affect no other place except for the royal tombs. Some locals even recounted that on dark, foggy nights, shadowy figures appeared around the tomb, floating in the air, sometimes accompanied by eerie hissing sounds, like the curse of the emperor that could never be laid to rest. Others claimed to have seen a shadowy figure rush past the nearby trees, sending shivers down their spines and causing them to flee in fear. These phenomena were not just confined to folk tales. Many officials in the court, who had participated in rituals honoring Qianlong, reported experiencing strange events, such as a sigh echoing during memorial services, objects on the altar mysteriously moving, or strange lights shining down from the night sky. This led many to believe that Qianlong's soul still lingered, unable to find peace, forever reaching out for power from the other side. Some scholars and researchers suggested that these occurrences were not just the result of superstition, but could be linked to inexplicable forces, believed to stem from Qianlong's decisions and actions throughout his reign. During his rule, Qianlong carried out many cruel acts, and this was thought to be the reason his soul was haunted, unable to rest. And when death came, it did not free Qianlong, but instead set in motion a series of bizarre events, signaling that the spirit of this emperor still existed and could not easily be put to rest. The mysteries surrounding Emperor Qianlong continue to raise unanswered questions. From his enigmatic death to the strange supernatural phenomena, everything seems like a dark veil that cloaks the imperial dynasty, leaving the ghosts of the past forever unable to rest. Although the world has changed, the soul of this powerful emperor still haunts like an ancient curse, haunting those who dare step into the shadowy realm of the past, where truth and legend merge together.